Cartesian plane and plotting points. The Cartesian plane is made up of two perpendicular axes, the x-axis and the y-axis, and they meet at a point which we call the origin. Let's have a look at some more information on the Cartesian plane. The x-axis is the horizontal axis that passes through 0, and the y-axis is the vertical axis that passes through 0. Using these axes, we can describe any point on the Cartesian plane using an ordered pair of numbers. In an ordered pair of numbers, you have an x value followed by a y value in that specific order of numbers. We have an example of the Cartesian plane drawn for you. You can see that the x-axis is running horizontally and the y-axis is running vertically. You can see that it's a number line system, so we've got the numbers on the x-axis going from 0 up to infinity on the right-hand side, and then from 0 to negative infinity on the left-hand side. It is the same with the y-axis. You've got numbers increasing from 0 to positive infinity in the upward direction, and then going from 0 to negative infinity in the downward direction on the y-axis. We said that the coordinates are always written in a certain order, which we call an ordered pair. Always write the horizontal distance first. So that's your x distance first, then your vertical distance, which is the y value. You may also hear the words abscissa and ordinate. Now these are just different names to describe the x and y values. So the abscissa is the horizontal or the x value in a pair of coordinates, and that tells us how far along the point is. The ordinate is the vertical distance or y value in a pair of coordinates, and that tells you how far up or down on the axes your point is. For example, if you look at -4 and 3, -4 would be your abscissa and 3 would be the ordinate. Now, if we took the point -4 and 3 and plotted that as a pair of coordinates on our Cartesian plane, we will list the x value first. So that tells us how far along the point is. X has a value of -4 and the y value is 3. So when x is -4, the y value is 3. And what you're going to do there is you have a look and see where those 2 points meet. And that is where you will place your dot to represent the point on your Cartesian plane. So we go upward from -4 and we see that meets the point y is 3 at the intersection of those two orange lines. Therefore, the point -4 and 3 represented by this little dot will be that point that I've just drawn in. So the -4 tells us how far along the x-axis we are, and the 3 tells us how far up we are on the y-axis. Let's have a look at another example of plotting a pair of points. We've got the points 2 and -4. So when x is 2, the corresponding y value is -4. That's going to place the point in the fourth quadrant. Now, before we continue, let's discuss quadrants. You know that you have 4 separate little regions that you can see formed by the intersection of your axes. We know that they intersect at 0 and 0, which is the origin. In the first quadrant, all the x and y values are positive. You then have the second quadrant where x is negative and y is positive. In your third quadrant, you can see that x is negative and y is negative. And in your fourth quadrant, x has positive values and y has negative values. So as you see, the Cartesian plane has separate regions which we call quadrants. The quadrant that you are in will tell you what the sign of x is and what the sign of y is. Let's go back to plotting the point. X is 2 and y is -4. The signs tell me I'm looking in a quadrant where x is positive and y is negative. So that will fall in the fourth quadrant. We're going to go down from the value x is equal to 2 and see where that meets the point -4. So let's just put a line there. So we go down from x is 2, we go across from -4, and we see where the two lines intersect will be the points x is 2 and y is -4. As you can see on the Cartesian plane, we can represent any ordered pair of numbers, and the signs of the x and y values tell us which quadrant an ordered pair should be plotted in.